Hello everyone, my name is Ali Voronova and I'm glad to introduce you my presentation number 3, Metabolic Disorder Diseases, Diabetes and Innovative Technologies. As was previously discussed in our classroom topics, metabolism is a sum of all biochemical processes in living organisms that either produce or consume energy. Biochemical understanding and research of metabolic processes can explain the nature of multiple severe and non-severe diseases that occur in a human body, such as cancer, diabetes, obesity, any neurodegenerative illnesses, and so on and so forth. I was talking about diabetes disease previously within our discussion forum, if you remember, and again for the same reason, personal interest since one of my best friends got recently diagnosed with diabetes, I would like to develop this topic further within my presentation project. This project will not be focused on biomedical properties of the disease itself, but rather on the new biomedical innovative technologies that can improve the life of the diabetic patients. According to Charles Rivers Laboratories International, 347 million people worldwide are affected by diabetes. Diabetes is a group of metabolic diseases in which there are presence of a high blood sugar levels over a prolonged period of time. Diabetes can be also characterized by insulin resistance or relative lack of insulin. The symptoms that patients with diabetes might experience are increased thirst, frequent urination, weight loss, possible increase of hunger, and fatigue. Diabetes type 2, is one of the most popular type and makes up around 90% of cases worldwide. While more severe type 1 diabetes affect around 10% of the population based on a Center for Disease Control and Prevention Statistics report of 2014. There are several reasons that make the individual to be predisposed to develop type 2 diabetes or type 1 diabetes. The lack of exercise, malnutrition, and additionally, there are also genetic reasons. Some people are more genetically at risk than the others. Let's look at biochemical mechanism behind diabetes. In diabetes patients, sugar in the form of a glucose accumulate in the blood rather than being used as a source of energy for the body. When we consume food, it is broken down by the enzymes of our digestive system into nutrient molecules that are absorbed by our digestive tract. Food that is containing carbohydrates or various sugars are broken down into glucose. And glucose, as we all know now, an important source of energy for all the organs of our body. However, to be able to use glucose as a fuel, the glucose molecule must first enter into the cell. Specifically for that reason, the pancreas produces the hormone called insulin that acts as a chemical messenger essential for the entry of glucose into the cell. As the blood level glucose increases, insulin is released into the bloodstream and starts the process of transferring glucose to the cells. Unfortunately, in type 2 diabetes patients, cells become resistant to insulin and ignore its message to absorb glucose and cause type 2 diabetes insulin resistance. In type 1 diabetes, body's immune system destroys the cells that release insulin, eventually eliminating insulin's production from the body completely. And without insulin, cells cannot absorb sugar. Let's look into daily routine of every single patient that was diagnosed with diabetes. Living with diabetes is a challenge that patients who suffer from it are facing every day. Beyond managing the condition itself, it's crucial to get diabetes under control because of the risk of serious complications, starting from a kidney failure and nerve damage to heart disease and a stroke. According to Journal of Diabetes Science and Technologies 2011, Commercial blood glucose sensors have been used since the 1970s. And millions of diabetic patients have to prick their fingers for a drop of blood 4 to 5 times a day to check blood glucose levels, and it's almost 1,800 times annually. It is one of the biggest challenges, especially for the patients who have been recently diagnosed with diabetes. However, an innovative solution to make diabetes and diabetic patients' life easier in terms of a constant monitoring of their glucose level is on its way. So please let me present to your attention digital contact lenses, patented by Google and aim to change the course of diabetes management. Digital multi-sensor contact lens can measure your blood glucose from tears. Sensors are embedded between two soft layers of lens material, and pinhole in the lens allows tear fluid to seep into the sensor and be used to measure blood sugar levels. A wireless antenna, thinner than a human hair, will act as a controller to communicate information to the wireless devices. Data will be sent to an external device. The contact lens analyzes blood glucose level every second and transmits the data to an associated app where detailed readings are available. When blood sugar crosses a certain threshold, the app notifies you instantly to act or contact your physician if the situation is very serious. This innovation will keep blood sugar levels optimal all day, avoiding spikes during sleep, and it's very important. Patient could also forget about pricking your fingers several times each day. To develop it for use in healthcare, Google company partnered with the pharma company Novartis. It's a famous company in eye care division that is experienced in eye products and hopefully will help the lenses to enter in the market faster. According to the Insulin Nation, diabetes community feels that FDA is too slow to approve new diabetic products and especially innovative medical devices. However, based on Medical Futurist report of 2016, the human trials with the digital contact lenses made by Google already began, and the product is expected to reach the market for everybody by the end of 2019. Additionally, besides working on digital lenses that measure patients' glucose level through tears, Google stepped up further by proposing the idea to restore the eye's natural focus on near objects for those who are suffering from vision problems. As Google co-founder Sergey Brin states, our dream is to use latest technology in the miniaturization of electronics to help improve the quality of life for millions of people. What was learned? The idea that blood glucose level could be measured in tears is totally new to me. It was very unique, and I was happy to find out that non-invasive methods involved tear glucose may provide an alternative methods to help patients manage the disease conveniently. I let know my friends that such technologies possibly can reach the market quite soon, and I obviously felt the relief in his voice. For the further discussion questions, researching different innovative devices that can help patients with diabetes specifically, I came across such an interesting medical device as an insulin pump maker. And I would love to investigate this topic more and find out how, from a biomedical perspective, the development of such device would be possible and how soon it can reach the market. Thank you so much for your attention. And again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me via my email. I would love to share some information with you on these new technologies. And if you're interested to read about it more, you can find out everything in my reference list. Thank you so much, and have a good day.